Hello everyone. This video is just to remember this little girl. She was 6 years old when she was murdered. Her name is Cassandra Lynn Williamson. She was known by Casey. She was born the 23rd of November of 1995 in Valley Park, St. Louis County, Missouri. She died on July 26, 2002, and she is buried at the Sacred Heart Cemetery in St. Louis. You can find her on Find a Grave and send virtual flowers to her as well. But her killer, I don't know, he's just a whack job. But the summary of the offense says, a 6-year-old girl disappeared in July 2002 from her Valley Park home after Johnny Johnson stayed the night in the home. That morning, Johnson awoke to find the girl standing near the couch on which he had been sleeping. He took the girl, still in her nightgown, to an abandoned glass factory nearby that is surrounded by wooded areas and a series of trails. He took the girl into a pit with walls more than 6 feet high, exposed himself, tore off the girl's underwear, and forced her to the ground. He attempted to rape her and then hit her in the head with a brick multiple times. Eventually, he knocked her to the ground and fractured the right side of her skull. Because she was still moving, Johnson lifted a basketball-sized boulder and brought it down on the girl's head and neck. She stopped breathing soon after. And other things that I have read, it said that he was seen giving her a piggyback ride down the road. Johnson buried the girl with rocks, leaves, and debris from the pit. Then went to the nearby Merrimack River to wash blood and other evidence from his body. Police found Johnson and took him to the police station, where he was identified by a witness who had seen him carrying the girl earlier in the morning. He signed a waiver form after being advised of his rights and told the police he wanted to make a statement. After several hours of denying seeing or being with the girl that morning, Johnson ultimately told police the girl was in the old glass factory and that she had died in an accident. Some kind of an accident, huh? Before police were able to find the girl's body, a private citizen who had joined the search for the girls chanced upon her body in the pit. A detective who investigated the scene told Johnson he did not believe that the girl's death was an accident. Johnson told the detective that he had exposed himself to the girl and had pulled down her underwear and killed her only after they both began, quote, freaking out. He did not admit that he intended to take the girl, rape her, or kill her before entering the pit. Around 11:30 that night, while Johnson was awaiting booking, he began discussing the Bible and eternal salvation with another police detective. Johnson admitted he had not been completely honest to that point. Returning to police headquarters, again waived his rights and made verbal and audio-taped statements in which he admitted that he intended to take the girl to have sex with her and then kill her. An autopsy showed that the girl died from blunt force injuries to her head. At trial, Johnson did not deny killing the girl, but disputed that he deliberated before doing so. He also presented a diminished capacity defense, asserting that he could not deliberate because of schizoaffective disorder that caused command hallucinations telling him to rape and murder the girl. The jury convicted Johnson of first-degree murder, armed criminal action, kidnapping, and attempted forcible rape. It recommended a sentence of death and the murder conviction, finding all 3 statutory aggravating factors present by the state. It recommended life sentences for the remaining convictions. In accord with the jury's recommendation, the court sentenced Johnson to death for the murder and as a persistent offender to consecutive life sentences for the other crimes. Now, the father had woke up and seen her in the living room with this man. He went to the restroom and then was going to make her a bowl of cereal. And when he had came out of the restroom, they were gone. That is how fast that child was taken. It's ridiculous. And then there's other petitions to the federal district court asking for an appeal and all kinds of stuff, trying to get him out of the death penalty. I haven't really investigated anything like as of recent with this case, but I just figured that her name should be remembered, and her name is Casey Williamson. Have a good day, everybody.